Hi, William. This is astronaut Terry Virts, and I have a request from Mom and Dad and Lizzie to wish you a happy birthday. So, happy 11th birthday. That's very cool. I understand that you love space and want to be an astronaut, and I know exactly how you feel. Actually, when I was, the first book I've read was about Apollo, and I read a book called The Right Stuff when I was 13, and I went to go see an IMAX film called To Fly when I was probably about 9. So all these things when I was a kid really kind of helped me um, pursue my dream of being an astronaut. And I think we met in Cleveland. I did a National Geographic speech. I think you were there, so you probably heard some of these stories. But being able to, read those books as a kid, see these movies, just inspired me so much. I grew up with pictures of airplanes and rockets and spaceships and galaxies, and those were the pictures that were on the wall when I was a boy, in my bedroom. And I was lucky. My parents got me a camera when I was little, and I had to teach myself how to do photography. And they got me a telescope, and I had to teach myself where the stars were and how to find the planets and stuff. And so just being curious and doing things on my own was really important, to be kind of independent and learn how to do stuff on your own. Um, I also, when I watched I read a book, the Right Stuff book, which by the way, the movie is really good. I highly recommend watching The Right Stuff. But when I read that book, it talked about how the early Mercury astronauts and Chuck Yeager, those guys have been fighter pilots and then test pilots. And so I went to the Air Force Academy and I got a math degree, and I ended up flying F-16s and being a test pilot before I went to NASA. But my whole life has been, school has been really important. I had to do well in high school to get into the Air Force Academy, and I had to do well at the Air Force Academy to get into test pilot school. And I had to do well at test pilot school to get into NASA. And so, education in school is just super important. First of all, it's how you learn about the world, and it's what makes you be able to do cool things in life. And then second of all, if you want to get those big jobs or schools or whatever, you need to do well in school. So education has just been really important. I've always focused on things I love. I love math and science, and so it was fun. I enjoyed it. Now I'm doing some business work. I went to business school, which is great, and I am doing film and TV. So I'm learning about how to make film and television shows. And so I'm like still in school. I'm in my 50s and I'm still going to school, but I love it. It's something I really like. So schooling is very important. Education is super important. One of the things that I always tell kids and adults, and I'm sure you heard me say this at National Geographic, but I'll say it again, is don't tell yourself no. If you have this dream that you want to do, you have to pursue it. Don't let other people tell you you can't do it. You just have to figure out, this is what I want to do. These are the steps on how I'm going to get there. And then you have to make it happen. And if you don't get in, then you can try again the next time. But you just have to make sure you take those first steps and be true to yourself and go after the things that you really want to do and the gifts and talents that you've been given, like we all have. Um, for me, that was going into space, and going into space is awesome. You heard me talk about it. Just being able to float is so cool, like Superman. Looking out and seeing the planet. Here's one of the pictures I took. I'm in a studio with a bunch of my photographs. Um, Being in outer space is just awesome. I loved it, doing spacewalks and all that stuff. So anyway, William, good luck to you. Happy 11th birthday. I hope you get to do something. I know it's COVID. It's kind of a crazy time, but hope you get to do something. And I will see you around. And we'll talk to you soon. Go Indians, or whatever I think they're going to get a new name, but go Indians. We'll talk to you later. Bye.